Shalom. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone and rule well. And a shalom to the elect out there, man, pushing this word and listening and believing, man. This is going to be a lesson I prepared, just a quick one. And it's going to be about the fact that we had the law as an oral tradition before the Lord, had given it to Moses for it to be kind of written down and kind of solidified, and as in this is my law. But that righteous seed, man, we had people were living by the laws before it was given to Moses, man. And I'm going to get that in the scriptures and give you some examples, okay? Because we had that from the beginning, from the time of Adam, man. Now this is Genesis chapter 27, and I'm going to go from 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So basically, in this scenario that we're reading, okay, the forefather of the so-called white man, okay, the Edomites, Esau, he hated Jacob, man, the forefather of the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and those that are confusion of faces that are scattered around the world. It says hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, because Jacob got the greater blessing. And Esau said in his heart, so in his mind, in the heart, the word heart there in the Hebrew is la'ab, which means the mind. So this is something that he's premeditating. He said, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, so my father's going to pass soon. He says, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So he basically started to premeditate. I'm gonna kill my brother. Right? So he must have basically spoke about this, because it says in the next verse, and these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, which is their mother, right? And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. Okay? So what is that? That's murder. Okay, because Jacob ain't done nothing wrong. Okay? He wants to kill him in cold blood. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise, flee thou to Laban my brother to Haran, and tarry with him a few days until thy brother's fury turn away. Now this is the key point. Until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him, then will I send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of both in one day? Now, if Esau was to kill Jacob, okay, which he didn't, but if Esau was to kill Jacob, why would Rebekah, their mother, say, why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? Well, let's go to the law. Okay, this is Numbers chapter 35, verse 16. Sorry, verse 30. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer, shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. So you need the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Moreover, you shall not take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. So, because why? Because the blood defileth the land, man. Okay, and it can only be cleansed of the blood that was shed by him, but that shed it, man. Okay, and so just to quickly make another point, Esau's got a lot to pay for, man. Okay, he's got a lot to pay for what he's done to our people, man. But that's for another time. This is for this lesson. I'm going to focus on the fact that that's what the law says, man. I'm going to quickly get this in Exodus 21:14. But if a man come presumptuously upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, thou shalt take him from mine altar that he may die. Okay, so basically, hey man, the laws are pretty clear on murder, man. If you put someone to death, okay, and they ain't committed a sin worthy of death, and you put them to death, then that person gets put to death, man. That's the law of murder, man. Okay, so why did Rebekah say that? It's because in those times, and bear in mind, this is way hundreds of years before Moses was on the scene. So that means that they had the oral tradition, man. They had the laws, but it was passed orally. Okay. Now I'm not gonna go into it too deep, but I'm just gonna hit upon this quick other example. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4. It says, "By faith Abel offered unto Yahweh Shemiah Shai a more excellent sacrifice than Cain," which shows that they knew the law of sacrifice, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous. What's the righteousness? It's the righteousness of the law, man. Yahweh Shemiah Shai testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Okay, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but pretty much in Leviticus, the first chapter, it will go into the different sacrifices, man. Right, I'm just going to read verse 2. "Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, If any man of you bring an offering unto the Lord, you shall bring your offering of the cattle, even of the herd, and of the flock." Okay, so, Leviticus 1, Leviticus 2, and there's different other scriptures that go into the sacrificial laws, man. Okay, but they knew that back then. So why did in Genesis the 4th chapter, okay, why did they do that sacrifice, man? Okay, it says here that in verse 4, "And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock," which pretty much means, whatever the flock was, that's what he brought, man. Okay, it doesn't say here, but it says that he was a keeper of sheep, so I'll take that as a sheep. Okay, "And Abel he also brought the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering." Okay, so pretty much they were keeping the laws even before the oral tradition, man. And this is a quick lesson, but I want to just hit that point home. So I hope that's been edifying. Until next time, shalom.